Hello, hello. Welcome to Arkadium's Daily Crossword Live. I see Felicius and Rhonda and Lucky and Jilly on TikTok chat. We got Ladician on Twitch. I see Felicius unseated D in D's long chain of first comment streak. I haven't actually seen D join the live, so hopefully they have some fun plans. I see some other friends joining, some familiar usernames, some less familiar. Hello, Therese. How you doing? And Lala is back on YouTube. Glad to see it. Sync is out already? You're kidding me. We just started. Is the sync out? Lucky, thanks for telling me. Is the sync out for other people? Maybe if I refresh right at the top, it'll help. Or Lala says, I'm ready to study English. It is out. All right. Sorry. And you know what? I'll tell you after I refresh. Stream close-up. Let's get the crossword back. Is that any better? Is my audio visual synced? Because after yesterday, though, my last two streams, people have been saying that my audio visual is unsynced, and so I made a bunch of changes this time to my network, to everything, and I was hoping it would help, and yet it seems to have made it worse. Maybe I do see people guessing at 1 across, so maybe we can. Kitty Cat says, "Oh man, I've never joined with a clean board." Yeah. Seems okay. Better for now. Yeah, sorry about this. I will keep troubleshooting, and I will solve this eventually. I appreciate you bearing with me. But why don't we dive into the puzzle? We are solving an LA Times crossword, and so this puzzle will have a theme, but it doesn't have a title. So we don't have any hint at the theme. That is up to us to figure out. I see people guessing 1 across. Nobel winner Niels. Yeah, people know they're Niels Bohr. Niels Bohr, famous for describing a model of the atom, and won a Nobel Prize. Better now, Lucky. Okay, I'm glad to hear that. At least we can hear you, says Minnie. That's a good thing. Let's check the B at 1 down. Simpson, who says, eat my shorts. Okay, I know this one for sure. I definitely know this. 4-letter Simpson. Yeah, Logician quick on this one. And Millie saw twice. Lucky, some dude, Gary, Felix, Rhonda, Dad Not Dude, and Aaron McCloss and Jessica all coming in with Bart Simpson. The phone prankster, and yeah, Homer Simpson's son on The Simpsons. Definitely eat my shorts is a tagline of his. Barbara on Facebook got that, and Minnie knew it as well. Cookie with a blueberry pie flavor. Okay, but if you're getting a 4-letter cookie in a crossword puzzle, it can only be one thing, especially starting with an O. I didn't know about this blueberry pie flavor, though. It sounds delicious. I'd very much like to try it. Aaron and Kitty Cat. Minnie says, I've never watched The Simpsons. Yeah, I have not seen a ton of The Simpsons. I've watched it a couple times. I do appreciate its cultural influence. Oreo is definitely looking good. Yeah, Rhonda is saying blueberry pie. I'm feeling the same way. I've never heard of that, but it does sound tasty. Gary says my fave is the mint thin version of Oreo. Those are good. I've had those. Lala is asking, who is Simpson? The Simpsons is a very long-running cartoon comedy show in the US, and Bart Simpson is the son, the character on the show. Those are the Simpsons. It's like a record-breaking show. I think it's one of the longest-running, comedies ever on television. All right, specialty at 13 across. Specialty. Felix and Rhonda and Julie and Kitty Cat and Minnie and Logician are all telling me area. That makes sense, yeah. Like your field of study, your specialty, it's your area. So far, so good. 17 across, harvest. All right. This puzzle's not too difficult yet. Who was here for the stumper yesterday? A lot of you were. It was tough. So it was probably mid-tier as far as stumpers go, difficulty-wise. Gary and Dead Zen, Jilly, Jessica all saying reap. Yeah, to harvest is to reap. Barbara getting that on Facebook as well. Nice. And we keep moving. Grace, how you doing? Welcome back. Glad to see you here. Yeah, you missed yesterday. Yeah, Rhonda's like, we've had tougher. That's how I felt about it. But we've had easier too. I think there have been easier stumpers. It was right around the Goldilocks zone. Lucky says, this is nice compared to the stumper. I know, we're just making smooth progress. No one's slapping their forehead yet. Flourless cake. Tough but doable, Kitty Cat. I think that's a good description. Toddly Enough, which is a hilarious username, says tort. Yeah, I think that's right. And Jessica's pointing, remembering that we lost Hurdle yesterday, which is very sad. But we get a redo option today. We will be playing Hurdle at the end of stream, and I want revenge. James Hendry says tort is a pie. Is that true? I always thought it was kind of a cake. Maybe it can be both. Grace is like, lost Hurdle? No, yeah, really, though. It was painful, too. It was right at the end. We'd worked very hard to get there. It was rough, but sometimes that's the way of Hurdle. Yeah, Gary says, dude, that was so close. We had a lot of letters. I know. I like what I'm seeing here. Melissa Bogle and Larry and Debzen are saying, hear me out. Yeah, Minnie on YouTube likes that as well. I promise, it's not as weird as it sounds. Hear me out. It's a good clue and answer pair. I like how very colloquial it is, very modern. Good stuff. Okay, but I'm wondering where the theme is hiding. I'm presuming it's at 18 across. Normally we get our first theme answer right around here. This time, for whatever reason, it seems to be on the right side of the grid. But even then, I'm not really sure, because I thought maybe this long downs would be theme answers since we don't see any obvious across, but I don't know. Keep solving. Something strange will happen eventually. That's usually how it works with these crosswords. Blue of Jurassic World for one. Lala on YouTube got Hear Me Out as well. Nice work. Let's see. Dysentery Gary says chocolate tort is very cake-like. Yeah, that's what I thought too. Catching up. Aaron and Melissa, Barbara. Everyone knows this one, yeah. Debzen, Grace, a raptor. Presumably a velociraptor. I didn't see Jurassic World. I stopped watching the Jurassic Park movies after about, I don't know, the second one. Maybe I saw the third one as a teenager. Airplane blank. Airplane blank. I see. Nice. Lucky Dad, Not Dude, Grace. Larry, pretty quick on this. Airplane mode. That's not an easy clue for mode. It's easier because we have the MO in place, but if we're just looking at this, 4 letters, airplane blank, I think that's a hard clue for mode. Good clue. Minimalist clue. Not too hard for Teresa and Pam, though, of course. Or Barbara. And Jessica's giving me some kind of emoji that I'm trying to figure out. Getting way too close to you. Does that say off? It's like it's basically an airplane mode emoji. It's pretty funny. Extra caramel churro brand. That sounds good. Yeah, it's got to be Edie's, right? Dysentery Gary, it is ice cream. Edie's is a brand of ice cream. Extra caramel churro. I've never had this. It sounds tasty. Grace is excited. Letitia is pointing out 3 dessert clues. Wait, this might matter. Edie's, tort, and where's the other one? Oh, Oreo. Yeah, good point. Do you think I can't tell if that's thematic or not, or a coincidence. But yeah, this puzzle's definitely trying to make us hungry. Let's try this fresh section over here. Leaf cutter blank, insect whose colony grows a fungus garden. Nice. I know this one for sure. Rhonda says, I guess we don't have that brand on the West Coast. I think Edie's has a sister brand that are the same. I can't remember if it's Breyers or a different one, but I think it's maybe called something different in other parts of the country. Barbara McDowell was quick on this one. Grace, Minnie. Yeah, leafcutter ants are very cool insects. They're the ones that form these like long trails through the forest, and they have leaves on their back. Albie, how you doing? Okay, so Edie's confirmed. Edie's is in Chicago, so at least it extends from the East Coast to the Midwest. Oh, it's Dreyer. Letitia is telling me Dryers with a D, not Breyer. Dryers and Edie's are cousins. Okay. Stuff in a vacuum. Okay. Interesting. So lots of people guessing dust. Apple users guessing lint. And then some people guessing dirt as well. They all seem plausible. Interestingly, we're all talking vacuum cleaners, not like a vacuum, the vacuum of space or whatever. But I guess that's too. I guess there's nothing in a vacuum. Maybe that's the joke. A vacuum, by definition, has nothing in it. So how can there be stuff in it? But when you're talking vacuum cleaner, of course it can. But three very plausible answers: dust, dirt, and lint. So crosses. Bo Beauty is voting dust. Oh, Danny says hair, which is true. There is a lot of hair in our vacuum cleaner. Hello, Sunny Vibes. Good afternoon. Okay. Moon and Half Dome photographer. Good. Yeah, Sella and Jessica. Okay, and Deb's in. Yeah, I can only think of one photographer that would fit in this slot, and it's Ansel Adams. Weirdly, they both, it could be Ansel, it could be Adams. I'm guessing Adams is a little better because normally you don't just call someone by their first name in this kind of context. I've seen more people voting for Adams, but I suppose it could be Ansel. Oh, and the D works better with dirt and dust. We still don't know which one it is, but maybe if we look at 14, we'll know. Frasier brother. Ah. Okay, so we were tested in our Simpsons knowledge. Here's another sitcom. Any Frasier fans in chat? Yeah, Felix and... No, it's not Nigel. People are saying Nigel. No, it's not. He seems like a Nigel. He definitely acts like a Nigel, but it is definitely Niles. Oh, wait, Niles doesn't fit. That's troubling. I thought for sure... Wait, I thought it was Niles. Or did he have another brother? Or am I what's happening? Am I Grace is like, uh-oh, yeah. Good old Niles Crane, says Deb Zen. Melissa says, yeah, it is. So what does this mean? Yeah, are we spelling it wrong? Is it like Niels, like Niles, like Niels Bohr? No, it's not. It's definitely Niles, isn't it? Long lost brother. Wardogs is from another mother. I don't know. Maybe maybe the spelling. But no one is coming in. Okay, so James is suggesting a spelling. Nils with two L's. Maybe we just do crosses because I'm not sure. Maybe we put dirt in because we at least feel good about the I is probably second. Let's check 7 down. Dream Disruptor. 2 L's maybe, LB? Yeah, it's possible. Dream Disruptor. Oh, some dude is suggesting Niles C. I suppose, yeah, like Niles... His name is Niles Crane, so maybe it's Niles C. It's a bit of a weird thing to put in a crossword, but it could be. Yeah, and Minnie and Letitia and Lucky and Rhonda and James are all saying alarm for Dream Disruptor. I like that. Alarms definitely disrupt my dreams most mornings. Okay. Check the TR just for good measure. Uni plus bi. This is looking right. Rhonda and Jessica came in with the exact same emoji combo. Great minds think alike. Sella. Oh, Sunny Vibes wants cycle, which would be fun, a unicycle and a bicycle, but it doesn't fit, unfortunately, and it doesn't really account for this plus sign here. I think it is try. We're talking prefixes. Uni is a prefix meaning 1, bi meaning 2. You add those up, you get 3, which is try. Good. Okay. So Niles, by the way, is still working. Nicole, thanks for the heart. Film and television. Film and television at 8 down. Okay. Think I understand this? Lucky says movie, but I think what Kira Walker is saying makes a little more sense. Because I think television is not movie. Film is, but I think media more generally, yeah. Shayla is saying this, and Therese. Yeah, Lala, try equals 3, exactly. Yeah, Gary is also saying maybe it's Niles C. So unless this is thematic, this is a very non-standard thing to do in a crossword, which is why I was hesitant to put it in. You might do this, but then you would somehow hint at that form in the clue. And this SS also looks strange. Minneapolis to 70 across which is direction. So this actually can be. This is just a compass direction. It's going to be like south-southwest or south-southeast. Probably south-southeast because I see a word emerging. Maybe it's time we look at 18 across because this looks potentially themery. Issy, hello to you. Yeah, it's probably SSE. Chain with 2 buck chuck wine. Okay, I know this one. It is an E. I'll just put that in. Any 2 buck chuck fans? Piers, how you doing? Welcome back. We need you, Piers. We are kind of confused about some things in this puzzle because I have not whiffed a theme yet. And 14 across is kind of strange. Miss Rhonda, we have 2 Rhondas in chat. Miss Rhonda and Rockin' Rhonda and Kyle Mine are all saying Trader Joe's. Great entry. That could be a themer of some sort. Grace has never been to Trader Joe's? What? Do they not have those in Chicago? Okay. So where do we stand? Maybe we check the C. Hoisting device. Okay. My spidey senses are tingling. Yeah. Anyone else feeling like something's afoot? Yeah, everyone, yeah, some dude is laughing. So a crane is a hoisting device. Yeah, themes form an N. Yeah, it's just, it can't be a coincidence. The C was not making any sense, but it is, his name is Niles Crane, and a crane is a hoisting device, so I think this is a themer right here. And our confusion has sort of paid off. I don't know why we're bending his name like this, but I am, my curiosity, yeah, Warthog Niles Crane. Niles Crane, that's clever, love it. All right, now I'm excited. I want to find out. Now I'm going to be paranoid. Everything I look at, I'm going to be like, ooh, do we actually complete the answer in the downs? Still not sure what any of this means. Emmy in the key of code author Lucido. Yeah, Minnie's me is like, I think we have stumbled on the theme. Lala's like, haha, difficult. Yeah. So, yeah, crane and crane, exactly. I think we're all in agreement that I'm getting a lot of shrugs on this. Emmy in the key of code author Lucido. I know one person named Lucido, and it'd be pretty funny if this was them. But nobody seems to. Yeah, Piers, do you know this person? And Jilly and Debzen know this person. Yeah. Okay, wait, this is actually really funny. There is a woman named Amy Lucido, and I think she pronounces it Amy. This is how May spells her name. There's an accent mark here, but I think this person pronounces it Amy, and I know her because she's a crossword constructor. So she makes crosswords for The New Yorker, for Scientific American. I did not know she was also an author. It's the only Lucido that I know. It's pretty funny that she's in this puzzle and that her name is the same as my co-host. I just want to check before I get too excited about this. Leaves painfully. Leaves painfully. Out of sync again, huh? All right, I'll refresh in a sec. Yeah, out of sync. I swear I tried to troubleshoot this yesterday, and I will continue. I will not let this continue going on, but I will refresh. Give me one moment. Stream close up. Get my puzzle back. Setting it up right. And hopefully we're back. Hopefully I'm in sync for a few more minutes, and then we'll just do that a bunch of other times as I continue to profusely apologize for my bad tech. Meanwhile, Jilts. Kitty Cat and Jilly is giving me Jilts, which does seem good. It leaves painfully as in, a relationship. It's kind of how I think of Jilts. I'm worse now? Is that true? And 10 down. Teaser ad. Hello, VetArt. How you doing? It's better, says Grace. Looks good for me. Okay. Teaser ad. Better for me. Thanks. Yeah, just keep letting me know. I'll refresh. At least it's a small interruption, and I'll get to the bottom of this, I promise. Felix and Sella are telling me promo, which looks good. The teaser ad is definitely a promo. And yeah, this confirms we're talking Amy Lucido, which is very funny. You might expect my name to show up in a puzzle. Jack has several different meanings in the world, but you don't expect Amay's name to show up in a crossword. I really like this. Amy Lucido, let's say the second most famous Amay in crosswords. Soon Amay Castle will appear at 23 across. I'm gonna have to tell her about this one. Word with rock and music. Word with rock and music. Yeah, Piers is like, I don't know Jack, exactly. Lots of ways you could squeeze my name into a crossword puzzle. Blake and Lucky and Sweet Guy Girl and Debzen are all saying sheet. I like that answer. Sheet rock and sheet music. Yeah, sheet is good. Okay. Starbucks seasonal drink with pie flavors for short. Okay, more desserts. Wow, Starbucks seasonal drink with pie flavors for short. Oh my god, never seen this spelled this way. But I think I know what it has to be. Yeah, Sunny Vibes, Jessica and Kitty Cat are all saying PSL, pumpkin spice latte. Do people say PSL? I know they're super popular and a Starbucks staple in autumn, but I don't think I've ever seen this just as 3 letters. Kitty Cat's like, I hope not. I hope they don't say it. Grace says they type it. Okay. Nicole says doubt it. Pie follower. Oh, more pie. Oh my god. Pie flavors, pie follower, and blueberry pie. There's like a pie sub-theme going on. What is this? Come up short. Yeah. This is looking like lose to come up short, and then row and pie are Greek letters. Perfect. Let's check out this because we only have 1 letter missing. Central parking facility. I think I saw someone guessing this earlier. Public service liability. Is there a crane dessert? Grace is asking. Yeah, just desserts theme. Except that we already think we know the theme. Laura and Jessica are telling me main lot. That looks good. Yeah, somebody was hungry while creating this puzzle. Exactly. Main lot looks good. Let's do 28 across. All I want to do, singer-songwriter. All I want to do, singer-songwriter. Okay. Does anyone know this? Philly's like, cranes are better served as savory entrees. Yeah. I think you guys are right, oddly enough. It's the same thing, right? This is theme. Yeah, all I want to do is have some fun, says Stella. It's Sheryl Crow. It's another one. No, it's not 2 L's. I think this is Sheryl Crow, just like this is Niles Crane. And to brag, oh, look at that. 30 down. To brag is to crow. We don't even need to solve this one. To crow as a verb means to brag. So this is straight up Sheryl Crow and Niles Crane. Wow. We just walked right into another themer. Blake is asking if it's a C or an S here. I thought, okay, Dad Not Dude is telling me it's an S. My bad. And Teresa's saying they're both birds. Yeah, that's interesting, isn't it? I wonder if that's a coincidence. Yeah, Barbara is happy. It's an S. Okay. So Niles Crane, Sheryl Crow. I can't wait to get to the next one. Try to win over. Yeah, and both C's, as Scylla points out as well, Crane and Crow. Huh. All right. A lot to learn. Names across and birds for down. Yeah. Meanwhile, Miss Rhonda and Felicious and Warthog and Pam and Kitty Cat are all saying, woo. Lala's asking, what does Cheryl C mean? Sheryl Crow is a singer, Lala, who sings the song All I Want to Do. But just like this, the answer to this one, Frasier's brother, is Niles Crane. And yet, for some reason, in the grid, we're putting it across and then completing it in the down. Niles Crane. This is a very unusual thing to happen in crosswords. Niles Crane. But then the same thing is happening here. Sheryl Crow. We don't know why. Sometimes crosswords do these wacky things called themes. And there might be some explanation somewhere along the line about why we're doing this with these names. I hope that was some sort of answer. Oh, something with dove in the next one. I like that, Nicole. Okay. Sun Devil School. Do people know this? There's no title of this puzzle, by the way. Arizona State University. I think Dad Not Dude and Ledition are right on this one. ASU. Oh, AZU or ASU. Thought it was ASU, but we'll check the downs right now. Let's check this one first. Pull. And this one is vacuum part. We have two vacuums. Stuff in a vacuum with dirt. And vacuum part. Oh, wow. There's so much to notice about this puzzle. Okay, first let me put these in. Lisa is saying hose, which I think is right for a vacuum part. Nicole agrees. And then Lucky's saying sway for pull. Yeah, looks good. But people pointing out that raptor is also a type of bird. However, boar raptor is not a thing. That's confusing to me. And yet we have this name bird combo, just like the others. But raptor isn't a last name, so I'm actually not sure what to do about that one. It was a good observation, though. Yeah, just a coincidence, says Blake. That's my guess, too. Cold weather cryptid. Yes. Larry and Grace and Bethany are saying Yeti. Abominable snowman. Shaylaw got that one. Nice. 33 across. A woven poncho. A woven poncho. I like this puzzle. I don't quite know why we're doing what we're doing, but I'm enjoying doing it, you know? Yeah, I think some dude and Larry Locke and Warthog and Jessica and Ledition are all on the right track here. A Serape? Although I'm getting two different spellings. I thought it was like this. Serape? A woven poncho? If you look it up, you've seen, oh, sarong. Interesting. Sarong is a good point. Maybe we check some downs. Maybe we check some downs. Spider-Man foe who was struck by lightning. Jessica is suggesting that this should be an A, I think. No, but this is actually looking good, isn't it? Or am I pronouncing that word wrong? I have no idea what even people are trying to say to me. But Sella is saying electro, which looks right for Spider-Man foe. Okay, Jilly is 100% confident in this spelling. And I think electro is right, so I'm just going to keep doing what we're doing. Use crayons. Yeah, Barbara likes electro, Ledition likes electro, so we're sticking with that. Sarah Pay. Is that the problem? Is that why I'm getting corrected? Bethany, Pam, Sunny Vibes, and Efon are all saying color. Yeah, if you use crayons, you're coloring. Solid. Let's not neglect 31 across. Divisive feature of some racket sports. And we get a question mark. And a question mark means there's some kind, don't read this clue at face value. There's some kind of wordplay trickery going on. Felix is trying to squeeze a British spelling into my American crossword. It will not happen, Felix. Shayla and Therese and Efon are saying net. I like this. Divisive feature. It's not divisive between people or anything. It's literally divides the court into a net on racket sports. Good stuff. Subject of Newton's first law. Subject of Newton's first law. Yeah. Some dude and Jilly, Grace and Sunny vibes. Quick on this. I think inertia looks great. Lisa getting that. Inertia is a property of matter. An object in motion tends to stay in motion. All that stuff. J-Law and Debs and Kitty Cat and Barbara all coming in with inertia. We all remember our physics. Tavern Quaff. Next to how are we pronouncing this? Cinquain? Tavern Quaff and Cinquain, for example. Sweet Guy Girl and Lisa and Yet Off West is here, giving me Ale. Looks good. Tavern Quaff. Dadnut Dude says, object at rest stays at rest unless acted upon by an outside force. Couldn't have said it better myself, Dadnut Dude. And Piers is pointing out that a cinquain is a poem. Yeah. Logician says a quatrain with 5 lines. Looks great. Sarah just followed us. Thanks, Sarah. And Yet Off West getting poem as well. Oh, Tweety, people are... Okay, hold on. Nestling chirps. Oh no, it's nestling. Wow. I don't think I've seen that misdirection before. I think this is tweets. And a nestling, like a little baby in a nest? Is that the idea? I don't think we're going down, but this is also bird-like. This puzzle is confounding. Yeah, because this is just a normal entry. This is not one of these benders. But it's another bird reference. I don't know. Tizzy. So we've had 2 of these. We've got to have more. At least one more, I would say. For the birds. Blake is predicting a revealer of For the Birds. That would be nice. But why the bend? Yet Off West and Lucky and Dadnut Dude and Ledition. Flying high, suggests Barbara. Yeah, we're all trying to guess what the revealing phrase is going to be. Amy Gal says stir. A lot of people were saying snit. I think snit is slightly more accurate for Tizzy, but a stir, it could be a stir. Marks just followed us. Thank you very much. Where to now? Maybe we do 48 across? Flying in V formation, interesting. First aid subject, and subject is abbreviated, so the answer is going to be abbreviated. Yeah, you can feel the difference between this puzzle and the Saturday Stumper, you know? It's just... Saturday Stumper just resists and resists at every turn. This has been a smooth, comfortable pace of solve. CPR looks nice. Don't overlook this. Don't overlook this news. Letters. Okay, so it's letters that mean don't overlook this news. Interesting. User 79, thanks for liking the live. If anyone's new here, by the way, I should tell you that we stream every single day. We stream every day at noon Eastern time. Always a fresh puzzle, always a good time. And if you don't follow us, following is a great way to keep in touch. Oddly enough, yeah, Rhonda says, in Saturday, every clue is a conundrum. It's so true. Yeah, and Roberta and Jilly are saying, in case you missed it. I definitely see this initialism around. In case you missed it, don't overlook this news. I'm noticing this puzzle has 2 very modern initialisms in it. PSL, Pumpkin Spice Latte, and ICYMI, in case you missed it. These, I feel like, did not exist, I don't know, 5 years ago? Okay. Jessica wants to see 52 across. I'll do that. And now that I have 49 up, we should look at it, but we'll do there next. Oh, I'm getting 2 solid guesses, though, for schemes. Plans and plots. It really could be either. Plans and plots. Maybe we can keep the L in, and maybe even the S if we're feeling brazen, but... Okay. Times Person of the Year in 2023. A Cree Journey just followed us. Thank you. A Cree Journey. Yeah, and voting for plots as well. It could be plans. We just don't know yet. Dysentery Gary is guessing Amy something. No, but Grace and Amy and Dad Not Dude and Blake. Yeah, and Sunny Vibes. Another bend. Look at this. Yeah, this is Themer. Taylor Swift was Times Person of the Year in 2023. And of course, Taylor Swift doesn't fit. But our theme today is that for some reason, we're putting last names that are birds in the Downs. What? Sheryl Crow, Niles Crane, and Taylor Swift. Swift is a type of bird, and Swift rapid, not clued as a bird, of course. That would be too obvious. I'm loving this. I have no idea why we're doing this, but it's fun. Taylor Swift, that was a good one. All right, onward. Yeah, Swift is definitely a bird, Jessica. Heather420 just followed us. Thank you. Contaminate. Okay, user 79, Sweet God Girl. Sella. Laura thinks that V formation is going to be right. Yeah, I guess they do kind of look like Vs. I mean, it's hard to make an actual V shape in a crossword. I guess you can, though, do diagonals. Contaminate. Krishna on YouTube is guessing toxic, which is an interesting idea. My problem with it is that contaminate is a verb and toxic is an adjective. And so there tends to be agreement in those types. So I think what Blake and Kitty Cat on TikTok are saying might be more accurate of taint, because to taint something is also a verb. Reasonable? We'll check the cross, though, just to be sure. Former Top Chef host Lakshmi. Yeah, Lisa, I know people were saying taint, but someone on YouTube guessed toxic, and I just wanted to address that. Middlesbrough fan. Oh my god, I cannot read this. Middlesbrough followed us. Thank you. And I'm sorry for butchering your name. And Aubrey followed us. I think I got that name right. And Rose followed us. You guys are making me feel good. Yes, people know their Top Chef hosts. Padma Lakshmi. I know this person. She's very good. She's a good host on, and I think she's been on other cooking shows too, not just Top Chef. Lisa says, I think I have a delay on my device, lol. If it's an audio-visual thing, that's probably me. I've been drifting. User 79 is a Padma Lakshmi fan. Ooh, we have a revealer. Avian that plunges for prey, or what can be found in 14, 28, 52, and 60 across. So there's even one more that we haven't found yet, right here. Avian that plunges for prey. I get it. Yes. Oh, Piers wants kingfisher, which would be cool. No, but I think it's a more general term. Dad Not Dude, Felix, Rhonda, yes, Lucky. I think you guys are right. Piers Grace. Everyone's saying diving bird. Wow. And it crosses Taylor Swift. I mean, that's a lot of theme material in one section. Wow, so we have literally diving birds going on in this crossword. Niles Crane, Sheryl Crow, Taylor Swift. And I really like that there's one more to get to over here, something to look forward to. Awesome stuff. Yeah, but not one across. So that was a weird, it's weird, because this is raptor's a bird, and boar is a name. It's like so close. There's an uncanny valley thing happening up there. But I'll forgive it. Shared intimacies briefly. Okay. Yeah, Miss Rhonda and Pam and Sweet Ga and Efon are all saying, oh, Sweet Georgia is probably what that is, right? Not Sweet Ga. Sweet Georgia girl. Makes more sense. PDAs. That's Lisa's vote. Public displays of affection, as Piers spells out. Good. Singer DeFranco. I know this person as well. And what do we got? Wash Use City. And all going to reveal an ibuprofen brand. Good. I think we're in solid shape. Duo is on YouTube getting PDAs. Barbara's giving me all sorts of emojis with a bird and a dinosaur. Yes, Advil is looking right for an ibuprofen brand. Ani DeFranco is a singer. And yeah, Washington University is very confusingly in St. Louis, not in Washington State and not in Washington, D.C. But there you have it. 58 across. We'll finish this section and then go over here. Be in debt. Claire Simon just followed us. Thanks, Claire. Ooh, chat is heating up. Heather and Efon and Blake are all saying, and Lydia. Ooh, Piers is trying to guess what we're. No. Wait, Piers, where's 54? I can't. Oh, Robin. I don't think we're gonna get Robin at 54 down. I mean, we could. We'll find out. Meanwhile, Sweet Georgia Girl is saying, oh. Yeah, Nicole is also guessing 54, so let's check. Captcha target. Okay, it's not Robin. That would almost be too much theme. Lucky wanted it. Oh, and Barbara and Krishna also getting O, and Duo. Very nice work. Captcha target. Yes, Duo quick on this one too. There's definitely an emoji for this. Yes, Sella gave it to me. Nice. Wow, Grace found a lot of robotic emojis. Yeah. Captcha is that thing, where you get those letters that are all disfigured and you have to explain what they are. And it tests if you're a robot or not. Okay. Reasonably happy there. Sella says, I am not a robot. I don't know. I'm not convinced yet, Sella. You're pretty good at crosswords for a human. Blank Worm, 1980s bedtime toy. Bitsy Itsy is here. And Banshee saying glow worm. I don't think I know this. Busy Bee on YouTube agrees. A glowworm with a W is a real thing, right? I think there are worms that actually light up at night. Krishna says guessing gumworm. Kitty Cat says glowworm was my fave. Rhonda says I had one for my son. So I guess I was born in the 90s, so maybe that's why I didn't have this bedtime toy. 1982 baby, says Blake. So glowworm is definitely right. Danny Joe is happy. Barbara knows it. Okay. I should check out glowworms. They were recalled for safety? Oh no. It was an 80s thing. So they don't sell them anymore? Okay. Nicole now guessing my yes, 1990. So I'm as old as you can be for someone born in the 90s. Mike says casually making us all feel old. No. Something nice about crosswords is that they cut across all age groups. Low speed personal iPhone video. Melissa says a glowworm is a nightlight and stuffy all in one. Interesting. Blake says, I contend 1990 is the last year of the 1980s. That's a very interesting point. I, in general, like those conversations about when did the kind of cultural generations end, because they don't always end exactly at the cutoff, the numerical cutoff, What is this, by the way? I don't know what this answer is. I keep lingering on it. Selfie? Slowfie? Is this a thing? What is Slowfie? Abalone eater. Okay. City on a lake with the same name. I think I know that. And German article. What is Slowfie? Grace says it's like a selfie. Slow fidelity. Like a selfie, but you take it slow. Is it a video? Like a slow motion selfie? See, I'm not that young. These puzzles make me feel old all the time. I'm not cool enough for Slofies, apparently. Interesting entry. Yes, Piers, meanwhile, telling me Erie looks like a city on a lake with the same name, like Erie, and then der means the in German. And I guess otters eat abalone. Abalone are like kind of like mussels. James Hendry says it's made up to fit the puzzle. Constructors have been known to sort of make up words here and there, but other people seem to know what a Slofi is. Okay. So I think we're happy over here. Yeah, Minnie and Barbara is completing this section as well. All right, 36 across. It's time for you. Ooh, okay. So this stands for Mademoiselle, but we're doing it in Spain. So I think it's going to be an abbreviation for a young woman in Spain. Yes. Dad not do an addition very quick on this one. Blake says, which one is the last themer? I remember it being at 60 across. So I think we have a themer right here. Starts with a T. If anyone wants to try to guess at it. But otherwise, we'll get there. Senorita, yes. That's looking right. Okay. Eternity. Eternity at 42 across. Yeah, very classic crossword word here. Miniest Minnie and Amy and Dad Not Dude and Lucky all saying eon. It's very likely right. Chess Grandmaster Cork. Wow. Huh. Blake says eon is definitely not eternity. Huh. Really? I guess metaphorically. Lisa's saying Anya. I'm a little confused here because I follow professional chess. Like I am a chess fan, a chess player. I know a lot. I can name more chess players than most people can name, and I do not know this person. So hard entry. Lisa and Jilly seem to know her though. Anya Cork? Or are you just guessing because it's a name that fits? Have fun. Andy, Sunny said Andy. Well, Anya Cork is a chess player. Lisa knows this. I'm ashamed I don't know this. I swear I follow professional chess. Logician looked her up. She's only 25. Well, good for her. Laura, Miss Rhonda, and Felicious and Pam saying "cry" to get weepy. Yeah, duo on YouTube getting that as well. Get weepy. You know what's funny about this? Anya Taylor-Joy played Beth Harmon in The Queen's Gambit. So there are two Anyas, I guess, affiliated with chess. And normally, Anya is clued via Anya Taylor-Joy, who's definitely a more famous Anya, but cool to see a chess player in the grid. Broke bread, say. Question mark. Broke bread. Yeah. Lucky says The Queen's Gambit was great. I know, I love The Queen's Gambit. And it meant a lot for chess. There's so much more chess content now than ever before, and as a fan, I love it. Jilly and Rhonda and Amy saying tore. So broke bread, just literally just tore. Broke anything really is to tear. Interesting misdirection. Gray's giving me every single carbohydrate in the emoji keyboard. Oh, some people saying torn. Torn I might think would be more like broken bread, but it's possible I'm overthinking this. Herbal infusion. Okay. No, I think Tor is right because herbal infusion is looking specific. We're getting there. We're making progress. Has anyone figured out what our last themer is going to be? It's a person whose last name is a 4-letter bird, right? and first name starts with a T. There is a theme right here, right? This said 60. This said 60 across, which is here. I'm not looking at it yet, but can anyone guess? Herbal infusion is mint tea. Looking great. Oh no, not. I didn't spell it right. Mint tea like that. Great. Oh, people guessed it. Oh, Letitia, Dad Not Dude, and Felix all guessed it. Tony Hawk. That actually works. It fits. Yeah, Grace is psyched. It really could be Tony Hawk. Lucky. Oh, that would be perfect. Yeah, Rhonda's like, that's a great guess. I always like trying to predict the next themer. It's kind of unnecessary fun, but oh, I really hope Tony Hawk is right. Okay, we'll look next. Warthog's impressed. It is perfect, isn't it? Audio brand, meanwhile, yeah, Iwa, not exactly sure how to pronounce this, but this is what Pam is telling me, and Grace agrees. Oh no, Grace is spelling it differently, but maybe that was a. Yeah, Jilly confirms. I think this is right. I'm gonna look at 60 across now. Pro Skater of the Pro Skater video game franchise. Well done, guys. You saw right through it. Tony Hawk, perfect end to this theme. And to hawk, clue to sell. I don't know why I enjoy this extra layer that none of the birds are clued as birds. That they all have this second meaning. To hawk something is to sell. Swift is rapid. Crane is a hoisting device. And where's the other one? To crow is to brag. So there's just something, you hide the theme a little bit better when you do that. And the fact that they're all people, I mean, these elements tighten the theme. I really enjoyed this. Okay, just 9 squares left in our awesome crossword puzzle, and then we're going to play some Hurdle. Grace is giving out awards to everyone who predicted Tony Hawk. Much deserved. Lucky giving me some skateboard emojis. Nicole says it was clever and fun. Rhonda loves the theme. Felix thinks it was good. Warthog asking for the title of the puzzle. There was no title. LA Times crosswords don't have titles, so I can show you. It was constructed by Shannon Rapp and Will Eisenberg, both prolific constructors, but no title. User 79 just followed us. Thank you. Meanwhile, dough used for bow, which is a question mark. Gil thinks it's a great puzzle too. Yeah, yuan is a good clue for yuan. Yuan is the currency of China. Bao buns are a Chinese snack. And so dough here is dough as in money, not literally the dough that you would make the bun out of. Also a good clue. Blank fresca? Blank fresca? Hi, Lala. How you doing? Yeah, Grace says a dough one got me the other day, so I noted it in my head. That's smart to do. It's a common type of misdirection in these clues. Like another one you'll see is dough used for tortillas, maybe, and it would be peso. So again, it's something made of dough, but it's a misdirection. It's talking money, the money used to buy tortillas, perhaps. Agua fresca. Speaking of tortillas, like a Mexican juice drink. Colorado or Wyoming, but not Utah. Okay, it's very clear at this point what this answer is, but it's a cute clue. Colorado and Wyoming are both rectangles, and Utah is a hexagon, if I'm remembering correctly. F1 already given me the drum roll. We're not quite there yet. We have a couple more clues to read. Part of a plushy stocked arcade game, many a charity run, and like many plays. Okay. Nicole T says, could you invite a crossword constructor to join one of these lives? I'm glad you asked that. We actually do have plans to do that because, we've been bringing on guests occasionally for these live streams, and we'll maybe I shouldn't say it, although I already just kind of gave it away. But there is a constructor that we're in touch with, a great constructor who has agreed to come on to the lives. Okay, just catching up on chat. Seems like everyone knows all the answers. Yeah, Duo on YouTube. Okay, just a claw, which has to do with a bird like tweets. All right. Yeah, getting a lot of not Will Shorts, Blake. Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. It's not Will Shorts. Yeah, claw in the claw game, and 10K for mini a charity run, and many plays have 2 acts. Looking good. We got our confetti. Well done. Well done, everybody. Awesome crossword. And stick around because we're doing hurdle right now. It is hurdle o'clock. I'm going to pull it up. And yesterday we lost. I don't want to lose again. So look alive, everybody. Don't embarrass me. Just kidding. Oh, this is a new animation. Look at this. Okay, hurdle. We tend to open with a word from the puzzle, from the crossword. So does anyone have, yeah, Bethany suggesting media or taint. Jessica suggesting birds, could be swift. Yeah, we actually have a lot of possibilities. Media. There's always like, yeah, taint is probably, oh no, but taint repeats a letter. We don't need to do that. Media is probably the wisest, right? Crane, I like crane. That's actually a really good hurdle opener. Crane. This is like normal people could open this with this. Yeah, Pam is happy with it. I'm doing crane. Okay, it barely hit. There's an E somewhere. It's an E somewhere. And by the way, if you're new to hurdle, we're trying to guess a 5-letter word. We get 6 guesses to do it, and we get some information with each guess. The gray means that there is no R in the word. The yellow means there is an E somewhere, but not in this position, not in the last slot in the word. Grace, you always start with crane? Oh, can't see the bottom of the keyboard. Okay, let me, yeah, good point. Let me resize this. Okay, you should be able to see that there. This animation is new and interesting. Okay. Good. What are we guessing, by the way? Video, says Blake. Video is pretty bold. I don't see any other guesses. I don't tend to do epoxy, says Felicious. Come on, let's be strategic. Lala wants electro, which is funny, but electro is too many letters. I guess we'll do video. Guess is an I and an O. The V is a little brazen, but we can do it. Wow, it ends in an O. Did not expect that. That was a lucky hit. Huh. And we got to keep hunting for this E position. Nicole's saying rodeo, but we actually know, Nicole, that the E is not in this position here. Does that make sense? And yeah, as you point out, there's no D. Tempo is interesting. Yeah, Grace and Lucky both voting for tempo. Logician saying pesto, which is also a good guess. It could be either. Seeing more people guess tempo right now, so let's try tempo. And if not, we'll keep, maybe the P will hit and it'll be pesto. Wow, neither tempo nor pesto. Oh, we got to keep thinking. But we did find our E. So it's not tempo or pesto because the P is gray. What does this mean? Dysentery Gary's like, what? What? Hello? Oh, a lot of people guessing hello. That would be something. Clever. Okay, chat is pretty much unanimous on hello. So maybe we do it. If this doesn't work, I'm going to start sweating. Jello, cello. All right, we'll start with Child of the Universe. I like that username. We'll start with hello and then see how we do. Oh, it was right. It was right. Well done, everybody. That was good. Okay, now here's something that makes Hurdle different from Wordle, if you've played that, is that now we're on our second hurdle out of 5. Our first guess is automatically the answer to the previous board. And then something very special and challenging happens at the end. The end is where it really heats up. But for now, we have 5 guesses of our own. We know there's an E in the word somewhere. And what are we doing? Yeah, stare is good. Stead, creek, Duo is suggesting on YouTube. What should we do? I prefer to do ones with the most common letters. Yeah, like honestly, we could do crane again. I guess it's not that much fun though. All right, fine. Let's do creek because Duo has been so polite on YouTube. Yeah, creek. Why not? Okay. So the R hit. This is actually suggesting to me like an ER ending. Doesn't have to be, but sort of looks like it, doesn't it? Maybe an I in the second position. You know, something like timer. It's just where my head went. It can't be stare anymore, Grace, because the A didn't hit. Foyer, wow. Inner or an RE ending, right? Grace is now guessing. Grace and Rhonda are guessing timer. Is that because I said it? I guess now everyone is guessing timer. I biased you all. Lucky likes it. All right, let's try timer. Okay, timer didn't work, but the structure I was going for did pan out. The IER combo. So we have 3 guesses, and it's not. Oh no, it could be river still. No, yes. Sorry, I'm backtracking. It actually could be river, as someone guessed. River is still consistent. Viper, diver, giver. Ooh, we might be in one of those situations where there are too many, like more possibilities than we have guesses left. And so this is often a time for what's called a filler word. Yeah, Amy is suggesting it, where we don't try to honor the letters we have in place. We just make a guess that uses as many letters that we're theorizing about as, yeah, can we do a side word, Gary's suggesting. So what would be a good one? I think having like maybe a V, a D, an N? What do we think? Finer. DNF? What should it be? Vens? Someone suggesting? Let's see. Vens would be pretty good. It gets a lot of what we're working with. How do we feel about this? Fines also. Fangs. Not exactly sure what to do. Maybe I'll go with Vens because I like that it checks the V, checks an N, checks a D. I want an F, says Grace. Okay, fine. Funds. Oh, that was rough. Ooh, what does this mean actually? So no N. I think we need to check a V at some point. It can't be diver anymore, Larry. Or drive, as Busy Bee is suggesting. No, it's okay that you were wrong. It's not. I mean, none of us, we all had the same information. Wiper. So, okay, we need to start guessing, I think, V's. Yeah, we could just guess Viper, but if we can guess something with a VP, giver. Are we doing another throwaway or what? I don't want to lose. Filler word starting with an R, having a G, but we need a V somewhere, I think. I guess Viper. Should I put it in? Okay. I'm going to guess Viper. I think the V will be very telling. And it was. The V hit, but it's not in that position. So there is definitely a V here. Oh, but unfortunately, this is what I was worried about, that now it could be giver or river. I don't think we have enough information to tell. It could be giver or river. And now we're in one of these terrible situations where we just don't know. What do we do? I'm slightly more inclined toward river just because, flip a coin, says Grace. That's exactly what we have to do. Lucky's like, oh no, I'm sweating. This would be painful to lose. Blake wants giver. More people seem to want giver. I just tend to go with the word that's a little more common. Bethany says, don't do it. Do a quick poll. Oh no. Okay, which one? River or giver? Put your answer into chat now, and I'm going to try to do an informal poll with my eyes. Julie says it would be just like them to throw in an extra R. Giver, river. It's pretty split, guys. Chat is very split. Use a clue, says Lisa. We've never used a clue before. I say if we lose, we lose, and that's how it goes sometimes. I'm doing river. Oh, dagger to the heart. Absolute dagger to the heart. That hurt. I'm sorry. I was steering us toward river, and it was giver after all. Tough. Tough. Wow, that's 2 days in a row that we lost Turtle. But do not fret, because we will be back. We stream every single day. So Ame will be with you all on YouTube. I see so many womp womp and crying emojis. We can't end like that. Please, one more. I think we have to end like that. It's just the way of games sometimes. I still had a very good time with you all. This crossword was amazing. And, Hurdle, I think, is more fun because the stakes feel high. So if we never lost, then it wouldn't even feel as tense when we do it. And the several layers just followed us. Thank you so much. And Lisa as well. Thank you. And yeah, please join us again tomorrow, and check out Arkadium.com, because you could play hurdles right now. You could do a backlog of hurdles if you go to Arkadium.com. If you're not satisfied with this, play one on your own. You could play yesterday's LA Times crossword. They got lots of good games at Arkadium.com. I will see you all soon. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Bye, everybody.